Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Noliz, and welcome back to Sky Factory 2.5. In the last episode, we worked really hard and finally was able to get lava. So I have a bucket of lava here, ready to make a cobblestone generator, and I tried setting it up right here. We'll see if this works. I've really only got one chance at this. But before we do that, I want to see, can I make the standard picks? Okay, I can. So let's make a pick real quick. Just because, while the Tinker's tools are going to be better in the long run, actually, you know what, I have so much wood. Let's make the Tinker tool stuff. I want to get a pick to get a little bit of stone, but for the most part we are going to just use this cobblestone generator to get gravel, sand, and dust to get ores, and then from there we're gonna do some fancy stuff to get infinite stone. So today, let's get started. I need to move water before I move the lava, and I want to put the water right there. Let's go ahead and put, I'm trying to think of what might be the best way to do this. Let's put that there, and then I can break it, and it should make cobblestone there. That's what I'm hoping. But to explain this design a little bit, so I'm using crafting stations because they are flame proof. When I put lava here, they will not catch on fire at all. Whereas if I use these slabs, I could potentially destroy my entire base. So these are a good renewable resource building block that is non-flammable before you get cobblestone generation. I nearly missed one. So I need to put a crafting station back here. I forgot to put that one there. And you have to shift click to place them. And this will prevent the lava from escaping. I put just a little bit of a ceiling on top of the lava, or where the lava is going to go, just to make sure that I don't have any issues with, like, it's not a big deal. I probably should do the same thing with this. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. So I need to make, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 crafting tables, and, oh wait, I only needed 3. Oh well. So just shift click and make a nice little roof for the water. That is only important if you're in a cold biome, because water exposed to the air does have the potential to freeze. There's really no reason to do it with the lava, but this will kind of make sure that the source blocks stay safe. But the basic idea is lava will flow down, and this block I will break to get the cobblestone generation to happen, and yeah, so you elevate the source blocks so that the water can't turn the lava to obsidian. Granted, we can always make more, but I would need another bucket. I'm gonna lose this bucket once I pick up this lava and place it. So I only have one shot. There we go. Alright, so this should go there. If I break this, made the lava there, or the cobblestone there. So let's do something like this. Let the lava get there, and if I break this, because the water flows faster. Alright. Second idea, break that. I will show why that will... Actually, no, that won't work. So if I put that there... this is just trying to get everything to work how I want it. So this will cause the basically everything to flow down. And if I put something there, then I won't fall down there. So this should work. I should always get cobblestone there. No. Oh well. I guess if I wanted the cobblestone there, I should do it right here. I think. It's not a big deal. It's just kind of aesthetics. I want it in the middle. I have to place something there. Let's get a piece of sand. And then let the lava go there. Awesome. So it should always make the cobblestone there. That's what I want to do. Alright, so there's a couple problems with my whole design. Nothing too major, but I'm going to get into kind of what I need to do to improve everything. But first I want to grab another crafting station, and let's just seal that off. Basically, I don't like that there's a hole. I wish there wasn't, but on the other hand, that's going to let me, before I can get flight, build downwards. These cobblestone generators are not efficient. They're a little bit better with the stone hammers, but they're still not all that efficient. So yeah, we need to make some stuff that's going to be better. But before we do that, I need to make some Tinker's Construct stuff. So let's take a lot of this stuff. I think I need a log. And we're going to make all the stuff for this. So first things first, we need to make some stencils, blank patterns. And from that we can make a stencil table, a tool station, a part builder, and one more, we'll make a pattern chest. And then we're going to want to make a bunch more blank patterns. This is basic Tinker's Construct. It's not too bad to do, but it is going to take a little bit of room. So let's place it over here. Stencil table, pattern chest can go there, tool station, part builder. That's the order and kind of the design I like to do. We don't need that book. So we put the blank patterns in here. First thing I want to make is a pick. So we need to get a pickaxe head and a tool binding. We'll put these in here. Tool binding, I'm just going to use wood, and we'll put those in there. Now the last thing I need to do some sifting for. Shouldn't take too long because, oh crap, I'm just going to sift a little bit of gravel, and we should get, yes, flint. So that is what I want, is flint. We are going to be getting relatively close to the next kind of tier of stuff, and once we get through this early portion, things will start picking up a little bit. We'll be able to make some better stuff and whatnot. So I'm gonna make a flint pick, and that is a couple of achievements. So I'm gonna count that because, well, I made a flint pick. I can also make bone tools. I really don't have any desire to make anything else. I guess we could make an axe and a shovel. Blank patterns are good ones to have. I need a little bit more flint before I can do those. Let's sift a little bit of sand to show that, yes, you can sift sand and you get crushed ore. So broken ore is from gravel, crushed ore is from sand, and powdered ore is from dust. Usually what you want to do is you want to sift gravel to get the broken ores. You make those into ore gravel, which you can break into crushed ores into ore sand, which goes into the powder ores, and then you make the ore dust to get the ingots, because there's a chance for you to get 5 crushed ore from a gravel and 5 powder ore from a sand. So it's a little bit more efficient to start from the top and hammer your way down. But right now, the big things we're going to need is redstone and iron and some other stuff, because what I want to make is a transfer node. Not a tank, a transfer node. So this requires quite a bit of redstone or an ender pearl. We're not ready to start farming enderman yet. We can get ender pearls from some other stuff, but that's going to be, we need Messino essence, which I believe you can get from loot. Yeah, there's a magical crops is one way to get ender pearls, but there should be mana infusion. Can't do that. That's a decent ways off. Basically, we'll need to kill stuff in order to get them. But what I was looking for is I don't know if they're in. They should be in this mod pack. But I'm not seeing them. So typically what I like to do is ender lilies. But I don't think they're in this pack. Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh, there. Oh, because it's hyphenated. That's why. So you can get them from epic loot and dungeons. That's about it. They're also in the end, but that is a good way to farm ender pearls. But we're not going to be able to do any of that anytime soon. So the best way for us is to get a bunch of redstone, a little bit of stone, a chest. That's not too bad, and then some sort of pipe. Iron and redstone is one, and then there's also transfer pipes, which takes a little bit less redstone. Glass is easy to get. We can actually use nuggets and lapis. I didn't know about that one. But we don't have any lapis. So that is one of the things we need. We are going to need some lapis because we need to get an item, a world interaction node, upgrade. That's what it's called. So we need 7 iron and 4 lapis for one of these. And this will let us basically take the cobblestone that's there and put it into a barrel and harvest it. And it's super efficient, and that is kind of where we want to go. So we've completed everything in the Wood Age. It's time to do the Stone Age, and that is where I want to do. So the transfer node is kind of my next step. Do these? Ooh, these do have skill levels. That's awesome. So first thing I want to do is I do want to get just a little bit of cobblestone. Because that's going to give us another hammer. And then I can just sit here. And honestly, I could AFK here. I don't know why I'm not picking any of them up, but I think we lost one, so that's not that big of a deal. So I'm going to get just a little bit of gravel, and we're going to try to get a little bit closer to the redstone and everything that we need. So the problem though is gravel does not actually give you redstone. Gravel gives you lapis and the iron and all that kind of stuff, give you diamonds and emeralds, but it doesn't give you it does not give you the redstone. Sand gives you a chance for ancient spores and jungle saplings and cactus seeds and the Certus stuff and quicksilver and yellorium. A lot of good stuff, but it doesn't give you a chance for redstone. You need dust for that. So Dust is the only way to get redstone. It's fairly common, so it's not a big deal, but yeah, you have to kind of do a little bit of all the different all of the different ores, not ores, but the a little bit of sand, a little bit of gravel, and a little bit of dust if you want to get everything. So let's just break up some sand, let's get some dust, and let's see if we can't get a little bit more of the... we got a lot of stuff. We got redstone. The redstone is the important part. We need a total of 11, 12 maybe? And it's just going to be a matter of kind of grinding it out. We have 7 now, so that's a start. We're gonna get into a couple other things before we do too much with that. All of the sifting. I'm gonna do a lot of that off camera. We got lapis, that's good. So we need to do a little bit more sifting. We should be able to get the world interaction node relatively soon, hopefully. We got a little bit of broken gold, iron, copper, nickel. We got a single piece of lapis, which we need 5 in total, depending on how we want to make the pipe. We could use gold. That's another possibility. But honestly, iron nuggets, that's 1 ingot, and that's gonna give us more than we need. So yeah, basically we just need to grind out a bunch of different stuff. So in the meantime, let's get some other stuff going. So I want to make a mattock. What a mattock is, and what it does is it's basically a hoe, and it's also acts as a shovel and an axe. And what we're going to want this for is growing crops. We only have 1 dirt. I should probably... Wait, do we really only have 1 dirt? Okay, so... gone through a lot of the dirt. So let's get this stuff. We need to make a little bit more of the wooden shears. Let's make a couple of those. Don't really need the crooks anymore. Don't need to make any of the what's it called? The soapworms. We will get all of our string from other sources. So crooks are basically done. But we need to get some dirt, and we're going to start just a little bit of a farm. Nothing much, because I want to make a nice base and get everything started separate from this. So I don't want to use this area too much longer. Let's get more and chop down the tree. I'm actually not going to use this dirt anymore. I will try to save it. There are some items, I wonder how difficult it is to make. There's ring of magnetization, which takes a lot of mana steel. That's a lot of iron. There's electromagnets. I don't really know how that works. Moon charm. I don't know why moon charm is there. Oh, transformation. There's gotta be world seed. What do they know? Oh, okay. What do they know? What do they do? Gosh, I'm slipping on all my words today. So it looks like the only kind of magnet in this mod pack is the ring of magnetization, which is okay. I don't really like using it all that much, but it is handy to try to prevent you from losing items to the void. So we have a little bit of dirt. Let's get some dirt going. This should see the water, but we can take the dirt and let's go ahead and grow some seeds and some carrots. I don't want the sugar canes yet because that's not going to be terribly useful, but we can make crops, so that's gonna be good because apples are fine, and we could actually I might actually go ahead and show this off. So you can take a sapling and an apple, and it'll make an apple sapling from Pam's Harvest Craft, and when you grow this, it has apples on it that will randomly mature. So a lot of good stuff. We need to sift more dirt in order to get more seeds. So we got acorn, we got some stones. That's kind of whatever. I don't care about the stones all that much, but I know we can get potato seeds. We just got some normal seeds. Though that is grass seeds. Grass seeds are going to be very important. And more sugarcane seeds, it looks like. Yep. So nothing of interest there. More stuff, more of the same, basically. But you know, once we get a decent amount of dirt and a decent amount of area, I'm gonna have a little grass field for mobs to spawn, the passive mobs, that is, and then we can start making little areas for different things. We can have a nice big farm, an orchard with all the fruit trees and everything like that, and just kind of make a habitable area. But I'm mainly waiting for more of the cobblestone. So cobblestone is how I want to make most of the area, and I'm not going to sit over there and mine forever. That's boring. So it's going to take me a while to get to the point where I can get a lot of cobblestone, and that's what I'm focusing on. Right there, I just got 5 of the powdered iron. That's what I was talking about. So we've got 2 ingots of iron. We can I burn those? I can. So we got 2 ingots of iron that we can deal with now, which is cool. More iron means we can make more stuff. Eventually I'm going to want to get a bucket, and we're going to move the lava, and eventually we're not even going to have a lot of the stuff. We're going to use this machine, an igneous extruder, which is going to take some copper and glass and iron. Honestly, we could probably make that relatively soon. It takes what, 1... This might be an easier way. So machine frame, the basic is, it's just going to be a lot of iron, some tin, and copper. So that might not be a bad idea. I'll have to look into that. We might just want to skip the whole item transfer node, but that is a quest, so I think we'll stick on the path and do that. So something else I'm going to need to do is we need a little bit of cobblestone for there's stone in the recipe for the transfer node. So we need to get a little bit of stone. So we do 2 and yeah, something like that. That'll work. So we can get a little bit of stone. It takes a chest, I believe. So we can make that, and you know, just kind of prepare everything we can. I'm gonna need a little bit of glass, so I can just come over here and hammer this a couple times and just get some gravel, then sand. We'll need a little bit more redstone, so a little bit of dust, and just sift a lot of gravel, honestly. We need a lot of iron for the transfer node. And I can kind of stand in the block. So that will help me get all the gravel and not lose nearly as much. And I'll take a couple pieces of cobblestone just to be safe. It looks like they're getting knocked off of the platform completely, which is kind of funny. But I think we need like 2 pieces of glass so we can do this. And there goes all of my barrels are now filling up with water. That's nice. Except for these 2. So that is something to watch out for when it rains. If your barrels are exposed, the crucible won't, but if your barrels are exposed to the air, they'll fill up with water. It is another way, rather than making the oak crucible. I'm going to turn that sound down just a little bit. It sounds like it feels like I'm fighting with it. The crucible, the oak crucible would probably fill up as well, but this is another way to get water early game without using the crucible. So let's see. We got a little bit of cobblestone. The transfer node requires some sort of pipe. And 2 glass, so we've got the glass now. We just need to get a bunch of iron and lapis, and just a little bit more of the redstone. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and call the episode here. I'm going to work off camera trying to get a decent amount of stuff so that we can start getting the rest of the stuff that we need. The iron, the lapis, and the redstone, which I might actually get here in a second. I need a total of 11. So I'll probably have to get a little bit more redstone, yeah. But that's going to give us some iron as well. The lapis and all that fun stuff we'll need to get plenty of. And yeah, so it's just going to be a little bit of grinding. Sitting here, going over there, getting a bunch of gravel, and then sifting it, getting dust, sifting it, all that fun stuff. Eventually all of this will be automated. That's going to be one of my big goals fairly soon. But let's take a look real quick. I just want to see in the achievement book kind of where it wants us to go. So the Stone Age, we need to automate cobblestone. That is my first goal. Because once we do that, we can build the mob farms. We can start building more layers and stuff. That's usually something I don't like doing, but we're gonna do it. That's gonna be a fun time. I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna be doing a lot of like destructive stuff. Basically, we're gonna, probably stand on some dirt and break all of the oak slabs we can, and then build our island how we want. So that will be fun. I'm going to do that on camera, and one thing that might help with that is these builders ones. I'd love to get one of those, but we can make stone ones now. They don't do that well, but if we get a diamond, we can do a lot of stuff with that. So yeah, these are going to be the better builders ones, are going to be crucial to that. We'll build a nice little path of cobblestone, and then just make a huge area of cobblestone, and make bridges and make fence posts and make everything nice. That is future plans. So, and then we'll eventually upgrade our mob farm to kill monsters automatically, There's a couple ways of doing that. We might use spikes. These spikes are, it's a lot of iron, but they're really nice. You can also use wooden ones. I don't believe they break, but they're nice automation. Alternatively, I believe we can use grinders. There's Mob Grinder from Draconic Evolution. There's one from Mine Factory Reloaded. There's the Killer Joe from Ender IO. So there's a lot of options. Just kind of what we want to go with. The spikes do have the advantage of being enchantable, and also they don't require power. So that might be what we go for early game. Farming is going to be fun. So we did make a Matic from Tinker's Construct. So we need to make I'll call that when we make our farm area. But there's a lot of different things. So flying, angel blocks, and all of this fun stuff. Machines. We need some power generation. And then you can automate cobblestone to gravel with a pulverizer, and then gravel into sand with a pulverizer as well. So there's a lot of fun stuff we can do, and we'll kind of use this as a guide of what to do, but it should be fun. But for now, I think I'm going to call the episode. Like I said, I'm going to spend some time grinding out all of this stuff. Getting a lot of stuff that I don't want from this gravel, and not enough of what I want. So it's going to take me a while to get all of the lapis I need, but we will, hopefully next episode, we'll start off by automating the cobblestone generator, and hopefully redoing most of our island, and even starting to do a little bit of the expansion, and start building a mob farm, or animal farm, and some actual like crop farms and all that kind of fun stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Didn't really do much today, but we got enough done. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!